most unique feature of Earth is the existence of life, and the most extraordinary feature of life is its diversity. Approximately 9 million types of plants, animal, protists, and fungi inhabit the Earth, as well as 7 billion people. 2 decades ago, at the first Earth Summit, the vast majority of the world's nations declared that human actions were dismantling the Earth's ecosystems, eliminating genes, species, and biological traits at an alarming rate. This observation led to the question how such loss of biological diversity will alter the functioning of the ecosystem and their ability to provide society with the goods and services needed to prosper. Tip number 1. Help native pollinators. Pollinators are the key to reproduction for most flowering plants, which are foundational to the survival of many species on our planet. This is why the criteria of biodiversity hotspots give so much weight to the number of plants in a given area. Step number 2. Restore habitat in your yard. If you have a yard, consider turning it into a mini wildlife sanctuary. National Wildlife Federation has a program to help you attract wildlife whether you have a balcony or a 20-acre farm. Tip number 3. Restore habitat in your community. If you don't have a yard, consider volunteering on an ecological restoration project in your area. Good places to look for volunteer opportunities are land trusts, wildlife foundations, native plant societies, government agencies such as forest services, fish and wildlife, and environmental organizations. Tip number 4. Reduce your consumption. This arguably the action that will have the biggest positive impact on the environment. The more we reduce our demand for new resources, the less habitat will be destroyed to get those resources or the energy to make those products, and the less waste goes into the landfill. In other words, just become a minimalist. And tip number 5, which is the best thing you can do, is advocate for biodiversity. Educate yourself about the importance of biodiversity and be able to answer the question, why does it matter so much? And why should we make sacrifices to protect it? Make connections. Get to know wildlife and conservation biologists as well as political activists and community leaders in your area. Lobby your government. Sign or create petitions. Support politicians who support measures to protect biodiversity. Share your message. Talk to your friends. So, just like this guy, only you can prevent biodiversity loss.